Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are looking at Savanti Romero from NECA's IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. Normally I would have a comic reference to show you guys. My comics, I'm reorganizing right now, and there are a lot of piles, and even though I've got two different versions that include his character, I can't do it. It's just too much to go through, especially this time of year and with as many reviews as I've had lately. But suffice it to say, this looks exactly like this is supposed to look. As you can see, we've got the artwork right here. Great packaging. I'm very happy with how NECA has designed this. I love the sort of dot type comic look of the graphics. In the back, we've got some nice shots of the figure. We've got who else is available in the line, which I have reviewed. The Wanderer. I have not yet gotten to the varieties of foot soldiers, and honestly, I might not. I never even reviewed Renee because... Oh, and our credits for everybody involved with bringing this piece of art to life, which I love. I don't think I'm going to review Renee because she came out so long ago. And what happened was I didn't want the ugly brown one that NECA, for some reason, decided they were going to make. So I had to wait until I could get a good price on the blue one. And by the time, because the blue one is what she should let, that brown is from IDW's reprints of the Ninja Turtle comics, and it was a terrible decision. I don't know why anybody chose that ever. The blue, in my mind, from the first, I think it's first comics color reprints of the original Ninja Turtles. Nice backdrop. She needs to be blue. The brown just looked terrible, and I didn't want it. So I had to wait until the blue was available, because it was Walmart exclusive at a price I was willing to pay. I missed it when it was at Walmart because at that time, I was still foolishly resisting this line, even though these are the turtles that I grew up with, or these are the characters from Ninja Turtles that I grew up with. I just didn't want to get into this line. You can only collect so much. But they just looked so incredible. The colors, the execution, the sculpting, everything about these was just perfection to me. It's the Ninja Turtles line that I always wanted, and it's, you only live once. So I was like, I got to get into these. I have to own these, because how angry would, let's see, 86, 87. It was probably 88. I was probably 12 when I discovered those comics, because it was around when the Ninja Turtles toy line hit. 12-year-old me would be furious if he knew that there were Ninja Turtles toys that actually looked how I wanted them to look back then, and I didn't buy them. And I can't let down 12-year-old me any more than I already have in life. All right. Oh, nice little protective. Gosh, these are... Ooh, we're going to get into the figure construction of this figure soon enough. I just want to get everything out of our plastic tray here and get this done with. What a great magic effect. Some companies won't just reuse inappropriate magic effects over and over and over and over and over again. Some companies find it worthwhile to actually sculpt new magic effects from time to time, so that characters look like they're wielding the powers that they actually have. I'm not mentioning any names here. I'm just saying some companies find it worthwhile to do things like that. And you got to consider that when you're looking at the pricing on, NECA's stuff. Yeah, sure, it's expensive. But guess what? Savanti Romero is not going to have the same magic effect as Renee or as some magic user character from some entirely different line or whatever. They're gonna sculpt and design appropriate and new magic effects that work for each character. And that is why I'm okay paying $38 for a NECA figure, and I'm not okay paying $25 for certain other companies' comic-based figures. All right, here we go. Just fantastic. And now the inclusion of a stand does not guarantee that he is still going to stand up, but NECA's a lot better than they used to be about that kind of thing. So we have a traditional, this is scary because this is stuck. I'm going to heat that up before I try and swivel that. And partially this is because he's been down here in the very cold Phantom Zone, or basement, as it were. And he is colder than figures normally tend to be when I review them, just because of the time of year. Look at that. Look at that. See, I don't need double joints. Give me a nice, aesthetically pleasing, functional, single joint and a swivel, and I'll be happy all day long. What else we got going on? Just look at all of the little detailing here. Let's do our zoom. All that great comic style shading. So he has got, I'm going to be very careful about his horns. I'm so glad he doesn't have any alternate portraits. Oh, look at this. Oh, little jaw articulation there. Fantastic. And he is, I'm not going to go super deep into the whole story because I highly recommend you go read it. It's from the original Mirage Comics. You know what? I think I said IDW Comics earlier in this review. That's left over from my review of the Loyal Subjects Turtles that I've been doing. But anyway, so original Mirage Comics. He is a magic user that is chasing his apprentice, Renee, through time, and the turtles end up helping the hapless apprentice, who actually has stolen from this guy. She is not completely innocent. Look at the paint detail on his little spikes. Just fantastic. There we go. Okay, I wasn't sure if that one was going to move. Just look at that shading. You know, just the black here, but also underneath the black, you do have different shading of the musculature and everything. A little bit of a wash there. Plastic feels great. NECA has pretty much nailed their plastic quality. And this seized joint here is an unusual thing to find, or in my experience. Now, I am not collecting everything that NECA does, but this is the first stuck joint that I've had on a NECA figure in a very long time. Oh, I got to heat it up. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. All right. That was 30 seconds of heat applied. And there you go. All good. Great. Now I'm curious to see if we can get him to stand up, because you notice that stand only has one foot peg on it. I don't know how I feel about that. Get those feet nice and flat. Get that pegged in. Look, it's great. He's completely standing up, but over time, my concern about how this is going to move and warp, I don't know. We'll see. I'll find out, but it does seem pretty secure. So I'll just say I'm not super worried about it at the moment. We'll find out. All right, to get back to his articulation, he's got a really nice joint there, his chest. Lots of mobility on that. Nothing at the waist, but that's okay, because if you've designed this joint well enough, you don't need a waist joint, in my opinion. So there you go. He's awesome. He looks fantastic. Let's take a look at the accessories now. He's got an assortment of hands. He's got a couple of C-grips, and he's got a couple of open gesturing hands. Let's swap out our balled fist for a C-grip. Nice big thick peg. Plugs right in. Looks good. And we'll put the gesturing hand on his left hand, because I think that's probably what I'm going to go with on the shelf. So he's got a great gesturing hand, and he's got a hand to hold his scepter, which, pardon me for not remembering exactly what the scepter is called. It's been a long time since I've actually read the comic. But this is, look at the hand. What a wild design this is. Slide that right into that hand. Looks great. And we've got our magic effect that you can see it's got a clip on it right there. So we clip that onto the gesture. What? Scepter. It's been a long day, folks. So that's actually a little loose. The clip, this is a very, first of all, this looks great. Very Kirby. This is a very soft plastic, and there's not a lot of grip here. So that, maybe if we slide it up, okay. If you put it up around this little top ridge, it's fine. I thought it was supposed to go here, and maybe it is, I don't know. But it stays on pretty well if you put it on this top ridge right here. So that works. And then his other just sort of fiery, magical effect. And I don't know which hand this is supposed to go on. I want it to be this one. Yeah, there we go. So he's got that effect as well. And there he is. Savanti Romero. And I don't have any kind of proof of this whatsoever. I'm sure there are interviews out there. But I mean, I would assume his name comes from Tom Savini and George Romero. That's my guess. Because Eastman and Laird did a lot of stuff like that in those early comics. But there he is. Looks awesome. Can't wait to put him on the shelf with the rest of my Mirage Comics Turtles. He's available. I think he's widely available. I thought he was a Best Buy exclusive at first, but I believe I've seen other places have him in stock. So Target, Amok Time Toys, Big Bad, whatever. I think everybody's going to end up carrying him. But he's awesome. Thanks for watching. Check out all kinds of other toy reviews all across the Needless Things YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. The top 10 of 2023 is coming very soon. And until next time, watch it, buddy.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.